Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your English coach, Dr. Shruti Soni. So today we are going to discuss one of the essential roles of our communication, and people, trust me, people struggle with this factor. So today we are going to discuss what we can adapt in our body language to feel and to make ourselves, our personality, the most powerful and the most confident one. But before that, if you are new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel. Do like, share, comment on this video if you're going to like it. And trust me, you're going to like it because I'm going to discuss a lot of factors which hardly have been discussed by the people. So do watch till the end and do not forget to spread the love by sharing the video. So today I'm going to tell you 5 body language tips that can definitely make your persona the most powerful, the most confident one in the crowd, and that is going to make you stand out as well. But before that, understand whatever and wherever or whenever I have seen this thing that people majorly focus on their vocabulary. See, the vocabulary, the language that you choose to speak, the phrases and the idioms that are extremely important. But more than that, do understand they are 3 V's of communication. Do you know that? So let me tell you, those 3 V's of the communication are, the first one is your visual, and visual plays 55% of the role in your communication. Visual here, I mean the way you appear, your body language, the way you talk, the way you sit, the way you eat, the way you smile, the way you use your facial expression, your body movements, and also it has 55% of the role to play. Now just imagine, out of 100, 55% तो सिर्फ आपके visuals ने ले लिया. Now moving to the next part is your vocal. Vocal, I mean your voice modulation, your articulation, your pitch, your tone. It has 38% of role to play. Now here again, 38% of role आप समझ रहे हैं. Out of 100, 55 is for visuals, 30 is for vocals, and the rest is 7% is for your vocabulary. Now understand the point, which is the most important factor of your communication, your visuals and your vocals. So today I'm going to focus on those parts. I'm going to share some of the tips with you. So the first and the most important tip of your body language is your handshake. Yes, you need to engage in firm handshake. But let me tell you, people still make mistakes in the handshakes. Trust me on that. The first most important part, that you please make sure whenever you are making a handshake, your palms should not be sweaty. Trust me, it should not be sweaty, because many times it happens with me that whenever I made a firm handshake with someone, their palms were sweaty, and it does not feel good. Of course, if I'm going to make a handshake और सामने वाले के हाथ sweaty हैं, तो of course आपको भी नहीं अच्छा लगेगा. तो make sure your palms are not sweaty. Now moving ahead, I'm going to tell you there are types of handshake. Do you know that बहुत तरीके के handshake होते हैं, and you just realize that what kind of handshake you make with people. The first handshake is dead fish handshake. Yes, that fish handshake here means when you are making a handshake, liquid, it has no power. Like you are just like doing it and doing that. Okay, so there is no squeeze, there's not even a pinch, there's no feeling when you are making that handshake. And this is one of the most infamous one. Like people do not like this handshake. For example, अगर मैं आपसे हाथ मिलाऊंगी and your मतलब उस handshake में दम नहीं रहेगा, so you're not going to like it. So it feels like that you are not holding a hand. It feels like that you're holding a fish, and at the same time it gives that indication that, you know what, I'm least interested in holding your hand. And you know what it means? It means that you are not confident enough. It indicates towards your low self-esteem. Now just imagine, so never do that. Next handshake is brush off handshake. Brush off handshake matlab कि आपने फटाफट हाथ मिलाया, फटाफट अपने हाथ छुड़ा दिया. So this is brush off handshake. Like you didn't even give some seconds as well to hold the hand, to hold the handshake. And what it means when you make that handshake and you apne just fatafat haath milaya and fatafat you just stretch it back, it means that I'm not interested in making that handshake. I'm more interested towards the matter that we are going to discuss. मतलब आप ज्यादा फोकस किस पे कि हम आगे क्या बात करने वाले हैं, instead of like making that surrounding that conversation healthy and harmonious. Next handshake is, and this is one of the most common one, this ज्यादातर काफी लोगों के संग होता है, it is bone crusher. Bone crusher means when you are making that handshake, you are just holding that hand so hard and it feels like that the bones are going to crush. So that is bone crusher. So you should also avoid this type of handshake because it indicates that you want to say to someone that you are the most powerful person. You are going to hold the conversation, you are going to hold that whole scenario. So definitely it is not a good sign to do. So the next type of handshake is top handed handshake. Top handed handshake means jahan pe aap apna haath, where you give your hand like that, where your hand is going to be on the top, and once it is going to be on the top, it indicates that you want to say that you are the most supreme person here, you are the most authoritative person here. So which is again maybe quite a positive sign, maybe sometimes it works as a negative sign. So instead of that, what we can do, we can do a simple handshake, that is warm handshake. Warm handshake ka matlab hota hai where you are just holding the hands, you are making the handshake, you hold it only for 2 to 3 seconds. Please understand, in a handshake you should hold the hands only to 2 to 3 seconds. Give it a firm grip, not crushing the bones, not even gripping off the hands. You just give a firm handshake of 2 to 3 seconds, make a eye contact with the person, smile, and exchange the greetings while doing that handshake. And once you will be doing that, this warm handshake is going to bring a lot of confidence in you because this is the starting of the conversation that you are going to have with that person. And once you will be feeling confident, trust me, the further conversation is going to be very effective and impressive. Next tip that I would like to give you, that please avoid fidgeting. Fidgeting matlab to get nervous. Of course, whenever we are in that surrounding, for example, the surrounding where we do not know the people, whether it's your formal surrounding or professional surrounding, official surrounding, where we want to be a person who is very calm and composed and confident one. But when we see that strange surrounding, the strange faces, we feel nervous, and it is extremely common and it's fine also because we are human beings, we are not machines. But we can avoid that by practicing some of the factors. See, what we can do to avoid the fidgeting is going to happen in the next tip that I'm going to say you. So, what we can do to avoid fidgeting, and that is your third tip. The tip is keep your gestures open. Yes, keep your gestures open, guys. Now, how you can keep your gesture open? It's a kind of a overall structure of your body language. The first is like when you offer the handshake that we already discussed, right? Then the kind of the hand movements you are making, like this kind of hand movements, the small and open gesture when you are going to do, instead of keeping your whole body language closed, like crossed arms, like putting your hands at the back, putting your hands in the pockets. They are not the good sign of a good body language. Such type of body language, they are going to make you restricted during the conversation. And once you feel restricted, it is going to tell your mind that, you know what, mm, this surrounding is not for you. And once you start feeling and thinking that this surrounding is not for you, you do not want to put across your thoughts confidently, you do not feel confident. So what you can do to avoid fidgeting and to keep your gestures open, that offer a good and warm handshake, sit straight, do not cross your arms, do a little bit hand movement because this is extremely common. At the same time, give the good vibes to the other people. And how you are going to give good vibes to the other people? When you are going to have good body language, when you are going to have a smiley face. And this is how you can move ahead with your fourth tip, that please keep your face happy and they should not be poker face. Poker face, here I mean a face with no emotion. Like, for example, I'm telling you, I'm discussing something with you, I'm here to tell you the tips of body language that can make you confident. But with this poker face where I do not have any expression, I'm just looking at the eye of the another person or here at the camera and I'm just discussing the things. Now, when I'm doing this, how are you feeling? You're not feeling good. You're feeling like, Acha, isse baat karna, I need to talk to this person. Okay, let's talk for a 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then afterwards you will move away. And this is the reason you always think that how come people do not talk to me, because you do not give warmth to your surrounding, you do not give good vibes to your surrounding. And how you can do that? When you just keep your face happy. Here I mean, zata, like many a times it happens with me, like my students or the learners, they ask that, ma'am, every time we cannot smile. I know I'm not telling you to smile every time, but you can keep your face happy. Right? You can at least in your formal surrounding and official surrounding where you want to feel like a confident person, there you have to keep that smiley face, irrespective what is going on in your mind, what has happened in the background, because nobody is bothered about that particular part. The person who is going to bother that how you are performing at that point of time. So please keep a happy face, because everyone likes happy faces and good vibes. Now, moving to the last tip of the day is your articulation. You need to control your articulation. You need to mold your voice. Now, how you can do that? It's all about how you keep your articulation. यहाँ पे articulation का मतलब है how you are expressive in your voice. For example, if I'm talking to you people, if I'm discussing something, how I have kept my articulation. Is it expressive? It has emotions. It is clear in the speech, the pronunciations, and every part of your saying. It is all about articulation. And then afterwards, what type of tone you have kept. The tone here, I means, have you kept the tone happy, sad, aggressive, authoritative? Okay. Then it comes to the pitch. Whether your pitch is too high or whether your pitch is too low, or it is in the moderate direction where everything goes well along. Your articulation, where you are extremely clear in your speech, your tone. So, when all these aspects of your voice modulation, means your articulation, your tone, your pitch, are going to be in the right direction, in the moderate direction, where you are just here to express your emotions with your voice, is the best way you can keep your conversation engaging. By doing so, the other person would definitely like to talk to you, because nobody wants to talk to a person who is very harsh in his or her voice, who is very authoritative, a person who has flat tones with flat expression. Nobody would like to talk to that person. So control your articulation and then see the magic. And once you are going to apply all these body language tips that today I have discussed with you people, trust me, you will see a massive change. At least try to apply all these tips day by day. Gradually try to include, try to imbibe these tips in your daily life activities, daily life communication, and then we'll talk about it. You can share your experience in the comment section below afterwards. So that's it for today. If you have liked this video, then you know what you need to do. Share this video with your people to spread the love and to spread the knowledge. And I'll see you in the next video where learning gets fantastic.